Welcome to Nanny Doesn't Know When to Quit. We are here on this beautiful day, night, 11 p.m. to witness death and destruction, possibly of my sanity. And mostly one of my favorite JRPGs of all time in its original Japanese form. Everybody, enjoy Final Fantasy X, especially because this time I'm actually using an appropriate controller, and this time the window recording function actually functions, so you won't have to see my desktop all the time. Also, as before, again, I actually own this game. Actually own the console of this game. The only reason I'm playing it on an emulator is picture quality. And also, if I really suck very badly, so I can enter cheats. But we hope this will not happen here. Or if it happens, that it at least happens off screen. I swear I'm better at JRPGs than I am at whatever the hell Zelda was. Let's go here. We're getting this cutscene again anyway, so I could technically load a save state that I already started. But we're not doing that. No, we are starting a new game, like good kids. And I should probably remove my pointer from the screen. I'm not singing. I'll let you enjoy the cutscene. I will not be translating as much in this game, mostly because there's voice acting here, so it's not like the silence. Hello, Gideon West. New persons. Nice to see you. Welcome, Woman of Blizzard. It is still the 24th? And I just hit the mic, which is not a good thing. I will try to not hit the mic again. First thing we notice about this game is that the Japanese voice acting, you'll see.
最後かもしれないだろう。だから全部話しておきたいんだ。
I honestly think the Japanese voice acting, I love the English voice acting. This game has very good English voice acting, but I honestly think the Japanese voice acting gets Tidus's character across a lot better, because he has a youth in there, like he sounds like a whiny kid, and I think that gets just the whole point of his character across much faster. Like when I first played this game in German with English voices, I didn't really get this character. But now that I've started playing it in Japanese, and I've already played a little bit in just to test the emulation, I suddenly get this character. because the Japanese voice acting helps. And we're right off the bat with, we have Sanakant and we have Bahamut's Faith. Appears like a ghost. So I will not take too many notes from the beginning because we're in Sanakant, and Sanakant is, it doesn't look really, it doesn't, I wouldn't say it seems very religious in any case. Right now I don't see any myths or anything. It's interesting that we are in a coastal town. Whiny kid with daddy issues indeed. Let's move in. So okay, first we need to decide on name. We can do that by either talking to these kids or talking to these girls. I'll talk to the kids first. So I'm keeping his default name because I really regretted naming Link Nanny in my last playthrough. So Thesis, Thesis, I'm not calling him Nanny again. Woman of Bliss or Sanakant doesn't have any myths because it is a myth. That is pretty smart. So I just love the voice acting here, I honestly do. I mean, not on these girls. So I did my... Oh! Would you wait for us after the after the match is over? Another time maybe, or of course. I'll say of course because he is a kind of a playboy here. Hello, Iluna Nuva. New people are always welcome. This guy thinks it's cool that I have a ship for a home. Tell me how to blitz. I want to be a blitz athlete too. You're all gonna die. Oh hey Alha. Welcome Alha. I love how he doesn't even react to the weird hooded kid who appears behind him. So we have the first thing. Yevon greeting. In Sanakant. So here we go. The next thing we need to pay attention to. Okay, now I need to play. Let the voice track in the background play out because in English I never got it, but in Japanese it's very clear that this is like a radio show that is being transmitted about people just comparing Thesis to checked. It's all just checked, 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 and that's what annoys him so much.
俺がそのニュースを聞いたのは3回目の家出をしている時だった。みんなのヒーロージェクトが練習中に行方不明、捜索打ち切り。俺の親父はジェクトの熱狂的なファンださ。親父驚いてるだろうな、ショックだろうな。そう考えたらなんだか泣けてきた。俺は慌てて家に帰ったね。 で一晩中ジェクトのことを話し合ったんだ。あんなに親父と話したのは久しぶりだった。おいおいおい、回想シーン入っちまった。さて、あれから10年、今年から始まったジェクト記念トーナメント。そのきつい潰し合いから勝ち残ったのは、そう、東 A 地区のエイブスと南 C 地区のダグルス。注目はもちろんエイブスのエースのあいつ。去年のルーキーが今年はいきなりエースだ。あのジェクトの血を受け継いだ新しい星。今日はどんな動きを見せてくれるのか。今日こそあの幻のシュートが炸裂するのか。期待するなってのが無理だよな。
Ah, yeah, again, this guy is calling him the second checked, and he does try to overcome your father. Yeah, he wants to. I'm just trying to get as much information, but I think I got the gist of it, and like this is a point I can always get back to if I need to. Okay, Gideon West, aren't these people already dead though? It's more complex than that. It's more complex than that, that's spoilers. Woman of Blitz in the chat, dejected. Yes, it leaves him dejected. You guys! But people do love Thesis, he's just... I really like how this scene is portrayed. It really does feel like he's late for a game and there's like all these people who are looking up to him, and he likes that, and it says that he's only been the star player for like a year, so... Maximetal in the chat. Oh man, I bought this game a few months ago, but haven't advanced past the first save point. I'll keep an eye on your playthrough and see if I should get back into it. I really love this game, so I definitely think you should. The cutscenes in this game are pretty badass, honestly. Especially this song. Just listen to it. The song is called Otherworld, by the way. Actually, Otherworld itself, the song title is already a mythologies thing. I'll put that in. I'll get into this as soon as this scene is over. You technically didn't even spoil Gideon West. It's... Honestly, the plot's a lot more complicated than what you said. It is a Final Fantasy game. I love how everybody else is in uniforms, but just Thesis wears a vest while swimming. I think the ability to breathe underwater for so long is explained with a combination of humans in this world just being generally having a bigger lung capacity, and with training. Training for holding your breath is actually mentioned a few times in not just this game, but like generally everything in Final Fantasy X continuity. And yes, also it's also said that like the water is pyroflies infused. That's what they also say. Thanks for reminding me, Woman of Blizzard. So Aaron and Titus don't have that great a relationship, as you can tell. Titus is just kind of angry with him. There's just people coming out of here like nothing else. Firstly, we should go into why the song Otherworld is relevant to my theme. You see, the Otherworld is not just a fancy term for another world. It is actually the translation of the name of the realm of the fairy creatures in Celtic lore. And I think that was intentionally chosen because we are in Samarkand, and when you later go into the game, the comparison with a fairy realm becomes very apt. It's beginning, don't cry, is what Bahamut is saying here. Yeah, that kid is Bahamut. Bahamut is telling Titus to not cry. Titus is telling Aaron not to go in that direction, but Aaron doesn't give two bothers. Even if it's dangerous. Woman of Blizzard in the chat. Blocked, blocked, you're all blocked, none of you are free of sin. That is apt. We call it sin. What I find interesting here is that sin actually takes the double meaning in the Japanese version. Because on the one hand, it can be the English word sin, but it can also be the Japanese like reading of the kanji for belief. So it is faith, it is both faith, not fate, but faith, but also sin. I find it interesting, so I'll just put a note on that here. Oh, by the way, Shin is also the Shin is also like the kanji for God is also the kanji for God is also can also be read as that. So it's either belief, God, or sin. So we have like all these religious themes can be read into this name. I find it very interesting. Aleha, it's okay. You'll remember soon. So okay, don't worry about the small fish. Fry just get through, is what he's saying. Maxi Metal in the chat. Oh, I love me some sin. Good. Oh, Woman of Blitzer points out that it can also mean truth. I'll put that in. Thank you, Woman of Blitzer. So yeah, there's like a lot of meanings in there. Which I like. They clearly thought a lot about what they name these characters. So, we have some more of these here. Oh, I should actually look at the names of these. Don't try to defeat them all, just focus on the ones that are in your way. Okay, I wanna look at them. Kokerakusu is what it's called. I think it's just called like, it just means like spawn. I had translated this before. I'll just write it down for now and translate it in more detail later. But this is actually much more comfy for me to play because it's turn-based. I'll take this one. I can use a skill for this, but I don't think this is necessary right now. Alea in the chat, maybe that's why they translated it as sin. You get the H from the Japanese word, but not where it should be, so you don't need to read it like a Japanese word. Wait, they put an H in your translation of it? Because the translation of it that I played in German did not have an H in it at the end. That's interesting. Well, I'm not looking at the translation, so I don't need to care too much about it, but I just find that interesting if your translation really had an H at the end. So we have this boss here. It can use gravitas. Try to take all of them on at once. Yeah, I have to use his overdrive for now. Secret skills. Something Dragon Fang is what it's called. Okay, Dragon Fang. Okay, so can I do this? Can I do this? Oh god, I messed up. I suck. But I still killed a lot. So that's okay. So spiral cut. Aleja says that they played the Spanish version a long time ago. I can totally believe that the Spanish version added an H in the end in order to be more in line with the Japanese version, because a lot of European versions actually tried to be more in line with the Japanese version than the English dub, despite using the English dub. The job in 2. Yes, got it! Okay! I can use his power break, and I will use his power break because I'm not using the MP for anything else. He uses gravity on me, but it's okay. Also I should Shin no kokera emusu. I should write that down. Shin no ko. I find it interesting that it's called kokera and not kakera. Kokera? Emerson. I have to look up if that name means anything later. So, attacking? Christian in the chat, damn, a JRPG with something to say about religion, what a rare thing to come across. I really hope that's sarcasm. Final Fantasy X is by far not the only Final Fantasy who does, like, take its issues with religion. But I think around 2000 that sort of thing just reached kind of a height. So now I need to revive the guys. I immediately feel like I can talk a lot more about this game, especially because this game gives me a lot more of a chance to talk. Trust me, it is, Nanny, says Christian. What? Sarcasm? I hope so. I might use potion again. Yep, definitely using potion again. So, 1 potion for you. And 1 potion for you. And attack. Because dying in the tutorial is sad. And power break. I do really like the battle system in this game. And I also like the animations a lot. Like, this game is like my gold standard for what battle animations in JRPGs should look like. But I guess it's just because it's so flashy and pretty. Okay, there's a save point here. And I should probably go where there's no debris in my way. So, save point 2. Why are you yelling, you asshole dad, is what he said. We're going towards it. What, you wanna meet with it or something? It's what he said, I love it. Maximetal in the chat. Dying during the tutorial is what I do best. Christian in the chat. You could probably write a meaty essay about Sephiroth and religion alone in Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, definitely. Very definitely. So we have this generator here that we need to attack. But I don't want to only attack the generator. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on the ones with the glowing wings. They all glow. Whatever, then I'm just gonna attack anything. Oh, these glow more than the others. I should focus on those. Is there any explanation for the save points? Basically, there are spheres that are put up for travelers in order to protect them. That's pretty much the explanation. And spheres in this world, they are like the crystallization of people's emotions and thoughts. So you can record your feelings there and recharge energy. Aaron is like, hey, throw that thing down. Titus is like, why? And he's like, I wanted to show you something cool. I just lowered the defense of an inanimate object. That is indeed overkill. Hey, that was a good one. For those who never played this game, but like, if I had to compare like Titus' stats, stats-wise he is kind of the same kind of character as Yosuke from Persona 4. Speedy, good at dodging and stuff like that, but he really doesn't hit that hard. Alea in the chat, so that so they're the same as the spheres you can collect. Yeah, pretty much. As far as I know. I can look more into it, but it's not my main focus right now. Just attacking it. Was that it? Okay, that was it. So that was the cool something you wanted to show me, I guess. So I like how the game is teaching me like this, that sometimes the indirect way is the better way in a battle. This game really still looks good after all this time, I think. Roman of Blitzer in the chat. Pyroflies can do anything. Oh, I love this scene so much. Is that what you want? He asked. Be prepared. This isn't anybody's.
これはお前の物語だ。
それはお前 oh, this is your story.
Oi! Oi!
I don't know who's talking there.
親父
Oh, that's Jack's voice. So Titus is like, Dad? So Titus is like floating in Samarkand. Okay, I think this is important. Okay, he heard Jack's voice calling out to him, which makes sense given what we learn later in the game. So, let's go on. I can go down. Using X. So,
いろいろ考えてたのは覚えてる。
I remember thinking about a lot of it. So he swam down to his own younger self.
どこだよとか。そのうち頭がぼーっとしてきてさ。なんだか眠くなって。夢を見た気がする。一人ぼっちになる夢。誰でもいいから。そばにいてほしい。そんな気にさせる夢。だった。
Okay, I'm pretty sure that what Titus experienced here was Jack's feelings and memories. Like, he was in Jack's memory, he swam down and saw himself as a kid, as how Jack remembers him. And then he felt Jack's solitude. Thanks, Titus. That is very helpful. Is there somebody? Anybody? Ah! Hello! Ah! Yeah. If you say so, Owen. So, I remember this location. I know what this is. This is like, this is the Temple of Anima. So this is the Temple of Anima, and now we need to do what I did with Ocarina of Time before, and that's look at everything closely and see what it reminds me of, basically. What is the coding here? Christian in the chat. Does the Japanese version have the ah ha 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 moment? Yes. Yes, it does. And it is just as glorious. We will get there. Do not worry. We will get there. Okay, these ruins. They are ruins. They definitely look like what you'd classically imagine a temple to be. Ruins, Roman or Greek. And I need this. There's something written here. Miyabuhida sa neya haru Kunihoho chisa kyoshise. Makarania muheshi moyu reon fuo. Reos fuo. Ichida kamuimo.
なんですかね。意味がわかりませんね。
What's that supposed to mean? I can't understand anything. I can't understand it. So yeah, it's written in all bad. I can't read all bad right now because I haven't started collecting them. I might have to go back here later when I have the all bad primers. Or I might just look them up online. Aleha in the chat says, I don't remember this location because it was my father who played in the beginning. That makes a lot of sense. I remember this location because I played this game when I was 12 and it scared the hell out of me. Oh my god, that's already so long ago. It's like 15 years ago, yeah. Holy hell. Time passes so fast. There's an all bad primer? Okay, yeah, so... I need to pay attention to this, but because the all bad are actually needed for my research. All bad primer. You can learn the unknown language of the all bad by finding these word books of like these dictionaries of all bad. Rebae aruberugo ya nusa tenso fomu mio. I'm writing this down real quick. I can also translate it later because I have a recording and that is very helpful always. I just want to make the process as painless as possible. Writing down in katakana is really fast actually. Yusuf in the chat, you know the word all bad sounds Arabic to me. I wonder if that's relevant. Okay, I'll make a note here for that. Thanks. Research etymology. Maxi Metal in the chat, I was 2 years old. Aw. Christian in the chat, the vibe of this game reminds me of the song In the Wake of Poseidon by King Crimson. That's cool. Raman of Blitzer, remember to pick up the first all bad primer at the salvage ship. Those things are unforgiving if you miss them. Oh god. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I already have... I don't have any all bad tissue data on that one. Okay, it's fine. It's cool. So, I just want to look a bit at the architecture. Oh, but this... crater, maybe? Research. I'll make a note to research. Oh god, this will be so much reading that I have to do for this. So much reading. But, I do have the footage, so I can always take screenshots if necessary. I just want to hold the camera on this long so that it makes it easier to research it. I probably should also make an extra save. Just so I have, like, I should make a lot of different save states on this game, which I can do here, unlike Red Ocarina of Time. So I guess I'll make a new save state for pretty much everything. So that way I can go back to anything. Yeah, that's a good idea. I make a save state for everything. And I accidentally went back. I remember I had trouble with this place as a kid, but now not at all. I guess it was because it was a pretty early video game for me. Hi, Potion! I really like the design of this game, honestly. It's kind of spooky, but at the same time it just... Can I jump there? Nope, I cannot jump there. I must move on forward. There's something down here. And it's a monster. And another battle coming out. Oh wait, not yet, because for now I have to swim around. Yusuf, Aleha, if you... I know that Yusuf speaks Arabic. If you guys could help me with researching the etymology, like where what the name All Bad could be referring to, that might really help a lot. And I like how cool this cutscene just now was, like badass. Okay, let's kill some things. And it missed me. And it did not miss me. But that's okay, because I can just kill his friend. Why do I need a cutscene for this? Oh yeah, I remember! Oh, this is what happens now. Just to scare him, an even bigger fish comes and eats the small fish. And there's blood. Oh yeah, it's a boss! Happy Halloween! Why did I say that? I have no idea. It's late. Give me a break. Time to murder a fish. Oh yeah, I might die. I have a high potion. I hope I do not die. Do not die me. Do not make me die. Let me drink potion so I do not die. It is a big boy indeed, Maxi Metal. Ah, sometimes I cannot pronounce things. Honestly, this game is a lot more chill for me to play than Zelda. Aleha in the chat, a very weird fish. Roman of Blizzard. Tina's trying to speak underwater. Oh, Roman of Bliss in the chat. Do not use potions, it just halves your health. Oh no, I'm sorry, I did not realize that. Roman of Bliss, what kind of fish has a cage attached to it? This one. It's fine, I can deal with this game either way.
事態はどんどん悪くなっていく。夢も希望もありません。
Okay, I
そんな気にさせる場所だと思った。
Okay, I did say I love the voice acting in this game, but that just now was just hilarious. He was like, the situation grew worse and worse. I had neither hopes nor expectations. That is the sort of place I thought I was in. He just sounded like so nonchalant about it, and I know he's saying it from the future, but like, Titus, you could put a little bit more emotion into it. You almost died. But I guess, in comparison, like looking back, it wasn't as bad as he thought it was. Okay, here we are. We have a round temple architecture. The temple architecture kind of reminds me of Creta. I'm like Creta, Troy, something like this. I'll just. So he's cold.
ひどこだよ。
Sparta, something like that. I have to do research on that. So. Yusuf in the chat. Monotus Titus voice. I almost got eaten. Pretty much. So we have, this demonic statue. For worship. Yusuf in the chat, all bad is one of those words that sound Arabic but doesn't sound like an actual word. None that comes to mind anyway. Okay, thank you a lot for trying anyway. Okay, I need to gather like firestones and some wilted flowers now. So there's the wilted flowers. So this temple also has flowers. But honestly, this is gonna be the hardest part, like researching architecture. I'll really have to maybe get help from someone. Okay, you cannot get past there. Oh, you can get past there. That is helpful to know. Hi, potion. Hi, potion. Okay. Next I need firestones. I think I remember where they are. Temple architecture is fantastic, honestly. Oh, the statue is a throne. It is? Ha, it is! Thank you, I'll write that down. Priest? Is it for a priest or for royalty? Because this temple has clearly not been used for worship for a long time. So, whatever was here, so... There. Oh no, I cannot open this door, because Titus is weak. I was here. Let's not go back there. Yeah, if you guys were there for my Zelda playthrough, you know I don't have the best sense of orientation. But it's okay. Because sometimes, even a blind chicken sometimes finds some seeds. I'm just making a ton of save states here. Roman of Blitzer in the chat. Statues and thrones don't mix. I don't like sitting on a creepy creature's lap. I can, what? This? I am doing it, but... Oh, there it is. Firestones. Actually, I would like to take a closer look at this place. The pillars were painted. And there's a lot of water. It's definitely like, unlike a lot of pseudo-Christian architecture we've seen in Zelda, the architecture seems like just, it reminds me of like antique European architecture basically. But with some slightly Asian touches? I honestly think they are trying to do something very unique here. And it explodes. Thank God for the game giving me such a good view of the architecture. Tito's just trying to warm up a little and survive. Yeah, definitely. This sort of architecture, this is Mediterranean. This is Mediterranean architecture. I'm hungry, he says.
Nani?
つまらないミスだったな。
Woman of Bliss in the chat. You will keep that withered bouquet for the rest of the game. Thank you for the information. What do you want? And Oren says that was a very disappointing failure you had today.
明らかにお前のせいで負けた。
They lost because of you. Is that all you came to tell me?
今日は命日だ。
Today is his memorial.
一人で泣いているかとな。
Do you wanna cry alone? I'm not gonna cry. But you did cry. So, Titus has flashbacks that are narrated by Bahamut. The fire goes out.
消えちゃう気か？いや、ちょっと待ってくれ。なんか探してくるから。
And it's Monster. Keeping the withered bouquet for the rest of the game is the most hilarious thing, honestly. Okay, attacking! 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 Because that's all he can do right now, because he doesn't have any levels and he's weak. So this is what the game is right now. Attacking. And now I need to use a high potion. Or just a potion. Just a potion is okay. Attacking! And here comes the cavalry! I think. Yeah, I remember the scene very well, actually. Ba-boom! Ah, Elbat! Use explosives. .280 ruins. 2.8/explore ruins. So the Olbath do not seem to have like a huge respect for these ruins, because they immediately went to Baboom. So I'm making a note of that. So, Riku is here, and we can now use Riku's skills. Riku has a grenade, and she's using it. Question in the chat, is it pronounced Tidos or Reader's Nanny? It's actually, in Japanese, he's pronounced Tida. In Japanese, Tida. Okay, Riku, here we go. Oh god, I don't like Riku's outfit, honestly. Mostly because it's flesh-colored, so it just looks like she's wearing a thong. I'm taking my grenade back. Because then I can use it again for some reason. And then I'm stealing it back. And then I'm using an item on myself. Yep, it's Tida in Japanese. And then I attack. And I use my hand grenade. And I steal it back. Because she can't just endlessly use hand grenades. And I heal her. I love how their battle stances reflect how good their HP are, honestly. And I use mine. Gideon Best. Hey, at least it's not her 10-2 outfit. You do have a point. And I got a sphere level. Vanta Black in the chat, for the longest time I thought she was half naked. Yeah, the color is very unfortunate, honestly. Because it looks so similar to her skin. Thank God I'm saved, he says. What are you doing? And now they speak in all bad, so... Oh, but I introduced as aggressive and flying. They introduced as aggressive, flying, scary. So, this is not... I need to take a lot of notes on the All Bad because they are atheists. So they play into how this game deals with themes of religion. Vanta Black in the chat. How on earth could they mistake him for a fiend? I just think that one guy isn't very bright. Here's Riku, who speaks fluent Spira. I don't get it. I said I don't get it. Yeah, so yeah, the introduction is pretty. So we need an all bad primer. Here's an all bad primer. I got the first. It means that va is a, mi is I, hu is u. Oh, wait, the all bad The way the all bad primers changed the language reminds me of Kobun, like old literary Japanese. This had some things like that. So I'll make a note of that. For some reason they mistake Titus for a fiend. You can write that down in case it may have significance. Okay, I'll write that down. It might have significance given what we learn about Titus later. By the way, fiends in this version, in the Japanese version, are just called monsters. Mamonos. Mamono literally means like magic creature, which is the word for monster that is usually used in most JRPGs. Alea, I remember the dictionary. I think this is the point where I started playing after my father got bored of it. That is hilarious. Woman of Blitzer, brother, resident dumbass. That's true. He keeps doing that. He's just that kind of person. Okay, save. And as always, we use a new save file. So we cannot miss anything. I need to make sure that this game has so much missable content. We have to make absolutely sure not to miss anything. So. Okay, see, a little bit is translated now. I got 3 potions. I can translate this later. This is an angry man. And now I need to talk to Riku. Aleja, I think in my version it was translated as monsters. Yeah, that makes sense. So I really assume the Spanish version just tried to be closer to the Japanese version in a lot of ways. So, Sphere Bird. Now we can level up, everybody. So we need to go through a lengthy tutorial that I already know how it works. So I can't skip it, but I can just button mash through it. So while I button mash through this tutorial, ask me anything you want. There isn't much to do right now except for waiting for this tutorial to play out. I like this system, but I don't like the way the tutorial for it works. Because it's just confusing and long and blah. Sphere board. And it doesn't have to. And actually, yes, it does have stuff to do with something because there's like magical circles and runes written all over the board. So I'll write that. So the runes might be important. Yeah, it does look sort of like alchemy cycles. So is the sphere board. Wait. I can't write sphere. Why can't I write sphere? Oh god, I'm so bad. Okay, now I got it. Sphere board. A sort of right for growing stronger. I mean, it's not actually mentioned a lot directly in the game, but I still wanna make a note of that. So yeah, placing sphere learns thing. Good. This is like the only part of this that I don't like is that you It makes leveling up a bit tedious, TBH. This would be much easier with a touch screen or something. So there's a whole lot you can... But I like how much freedom it gives you with building your character. JD West, is the Japanese version of this game based off the international version? That's an interesting question. You see, with this game, what happened is, there was first the Japanese version that was translated to English, and then the English version had changes in it that were brought back to a new Japanese version that is called the international version. But the international version also had some translation changes from English were put back into the original Japanese. It's weird. They recursively changed the game based on the English translation. But I'm not playing that version. I'm playing the very first release because, as with Ocarina of Time before, I am interested in the very first release, as it was initially brought out. For example, the word the faith in this game were originally called Inorigo in this version that I am playing, but the later Japanese release, the international version release, calls them Thesis instead. So that's a thing. So let's move on. And now I can activate this thing. And he learned a thing. He learned Hagemasu, so he learned cheer. I want to look at and want to take a look at the board. There's a lot of runes here, a lot of spell circles. I'm not sure if the runes mean anything, but those are Yevon runes, so I'll note that. Yevon runes. I know that Yevon takes a lot from Buddhism, for example, and Hinduism. Aleha, I just noticed how similar the words sphere and Sophia are in Japanese. Not quite. There is a bit of a similarity, but it's not quite that big. So, all bad want to revive technology in an old ruin. So they're kind of like ruin raiders, honestly. And they're interested in the tech that is down there. Okay, I need to swim down. Okay, along that chain. Wait, did it put me back again? Yeah, it did put me back. I hate it. Yeah, that's the thing with this camera. I really don't like it. Yeah, exactly. That's why it just suddenly changed directions like this. So we are looking down at this old ruin. So unlike the ruin that was above, this doesn't seem to be a religion's ruin. And we are fighting fish. She only has one grenade left. Oh well. That murdered everything. And I have no more grenades. I got some spheres, that's useful. So, down we go. So this ruin doesn't appear to be religious. I make a note of that. here we go. And down we go. This is how he investigates. Oh my god, Titus, what are you doing? Is that how you use a computer back home too? And there's more fish. Okay, I need to steal. Because she doesn't have anything else to use. So we're stealing, please give me grenades. Yes, we got a grenade. Roman of Blitzer punching the screen worked. Aleha in the chat. It looks like an alien spaceship. I agree with both of you. Can I steal another grenade? Yep. More grenades? And I can use my overdrive, so let's do that. God damn it, I failed. Still killed it though. Vanta Black Giga Brain Titus. Now I can use hand grenades again. And they overkill them. Woman of Blizzard, they are supposed to be salvaging the Fahrenheit. Oh, it's the airship they're using later on. I'm not making a note of that. So. I hate the way the camera just suddenly switches in this game. Titus fixes everything by punching it. He's magic. Literally. I do appreciate the minimap, then definitely. The minimap is very helpful for me. And we have a boss battle. First thing we do, steal whatever this guy has. It's a hand grenade. It's a squid! We're fighting a squid! With a weird number of legs, but still a squid. I can cheer. So, let's attack. And let's use a hand grenade. And it's swimming away. Like the coward it is. You won't get far in turf war like this. Roman of Blitzer in the chat. Why do squids have grenades? For the same reason as why I have a comment to follow it. Okay, I can use... Okay, it's not a squid, it's an octopus apparently, because... Toros. It's called Toros. I don't know why it's called Toros, but it's a taco something, so... I'm confused. Okay, that failed. I just keep attacking it. Okay, yeah, it says octopus legs. Let's use my grenade! And now let's give her some potion. Okay. I can have them recover some power while waiting for him. But that's not enough, so he needs a potion. I do like this battle system a lot. It's very flexible. Persona 5 did something similar. I'm not sure which game integrated it better. I like it a lot how it's done here, honestly. I need to steal, and I got a grenade. I'll just use some time to heal her. And he's attacking Thesis. And it's okay. Because Riku can just use her freshly stolen grenade. And Thesis can just heal himself? Heal himself. Steel grenade. And she escaped. Good. And grenade time. I know Riku's way of attacking is pretty roundabout, but she does a lot of damage in exchange for it, so I think that's worth it. Let's do that. We have him surrounded. And that failed. But it's okay. Because I can attack. And we ended it. Oh, because Thesis attacked the back. That's why. That's pretty cool. It wasn't a difficult boss, but Thesis got another sphere. Why does only Thesis get spheres? What level is she on? She has a lot of MP, so I assume she's on a higher level than him. We'll see. Let's move on. And let's activate this. Okay, she's meeting up with her friends. Woman of Blitzer. When Riku trains later in the game, she has the same stats as she does at this point of the game, which is really low. Oh my god, she does no training. Thankfully, the game compensates by putting a bunch of HP nodes near her starting location. Okay, yeah, that's very good. probably stop at the next save sphere. Because we've gone quite a bit for how late I've started into the day. I would like to thank you all for showing up in such big numbers. I'll be playing this game tomorrow. I want to get at very least until Yuna joins.
血のるま榊あっさ
Oh, he cleans himself up like a dog.
親ねま細か
うんなんだよ手伝っただろ
Hey, I helped! I love how the safe sphere is just there.
腹減った
He's still hungry. Ouch. Riku, you could be nicer. That's food.
おお飯
What did he do? What a good.
焦って食べるからだよ。
That's why you're eating so fast. It's because you're eating so fast, is what she says.
何さ。
あなたのお名前は
What's your name?
リュックだよ。
Oh, it's pronounced Ryuko in Japanese. She really understands me. That's why he's so happy. Ryuko is her
で
name.
もそれなら最初から普通に話してくれよな
そんな余裕なかったんだよ。みんな血のこと魔物だと思ってて。
血って
あ、血は君って意味。
Oh, Chi means Kimi.
あんたたち何者
アルベド族だよ。言葉でわかるでしょ。ねえ、君アルベド嫌いじゃないの？
嫌いも何も知らない
どっから来たの？
ザナルカンドだよ俺そこでブリッツの選手やっててさザナルカンドエーブスのエース
もしかして頭を強く打つとかした？
あんたたちに殴られた
じゃあその前のこと覚えてる
Ryuko is her name. It's a completely different spelling than what we got in
ザナ
English.
ルカンドのこと試合や生活のことブリッツボールの試合の時にシンが襲ってきたことそしてアーロンのせいで逃げ遅れて光に包まれて思いつくままに話したけどそのうち不安になってきたんだ俺変なこと言ってんのか
シンに近づいたんだ大丈夫きっとすぐ治るよシンに近づきすぎた人間
Yeah, she
は
thinks he's
頭で
insane.
ぐるぐるしちゃうんだってだから君も変な夢みたいの見ただけじゃないかな
俺病気ってこと
シンの毒気にやられたんだと思う
なんで
だってザナルカンドなんて今もうないんだもん1000年前にシンが暴れて壊しちゃっただからブリッツボールなんてできないよ
えどういうことだよ1000年前って
Sanakant was
俺
destroyed 10
シン
years
がザナ
ago.
ルカンドを襲うの見たんだぞあれが1000年前だってのか信じらんないってそんなの
So yeah, at this point of the game, we think we've time traveled. So, Titus is confused. So what do we learn from this? First of all, Ryuko was so her name in Japanese Ryuko. She was worried that he might be racist against Albert, but he doesn't know anything about Albert. So it was destroyed 1,000 years ago. So, we are saving, and this is where we're quitting for the day. Because it's late. And I'm tired. Thank you all for watching. This was a lot of fun. But I really need to go to bed for now. So, just to be sure, I'll make a save state too. Which I can do, because I have this thing. I am making a save state in slot 0. So we are absolutely sure that nothing could ever happen. This was already pretty fruitful. It's only the first day of this. We only did 2 hours of it, but we already got like, how many pages worth of that? 3 pages worth of info. So that was well. See you guys next time, I hope. I'll be back streaming tomorrow. I hope to be streaming earlier tomorrow than I've been so far. Because I also need to do some other things tomorrow, and I'd like to do those in the evening after streaming. I definitely need to get to recruiting Yuna tomorrow, because I want to get to that point where you recruit Yuna, because it's relevant to something I need to present. Well, that said, finally, you guys are awesome. Good night.